I recently did a video where I showed you how to do a site search on Google looking for candidates on LinkedIn. Once you've pressed search, that is all very well and good, but if a lot of results come back, we now need a way in which to manage that information so that we can then work through that data at a pace which is comfortable for us as an individual. Brendan here, aka the Savvy Recruiter. If you do like the content of this channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. And without further ado, I'm just going to jump over onto my desktop. So here we have just jumped onto Indeed just to find a dummy job. I have typed in software engineer and also London, and I've just chosen the second one down as it looks quite straightforward. A back-end software engineer, C++ and Linux, based in London, and they're looking for C++, they are looking for Linux, and they are looking for AWS. So what we can do here is we can jump onto Google, and we're going to do a site search. So I'm going to go site, linkedin.com/in. So sitelinkedin.com/in will bring back people. And what this basically does is that /in differentiates between whether it is a person versus whether it is a company page or a post or anything like, or a job. So that /in specifically relates on every single LinkedIn profile. Everybody has that /in. So this is an anchor. From here, we're now going to do an in title search where we're going to do software engineer. And this software engineer basically searches the title or the in title, which is this line here. So software engineer, software engineer, software engineer, software engineer, software engineer, and we can keep going down the page, but it is in all of them. So C++ was our programming language. So we're now going to search C++. We will also put Linux in. And what we will be able to see is in the description, we'll be able to see at least the first one, but these will all have Linux in as well, so contained somewhere on the page. Now, because we're not using things like in title or in anchor or anything like this, obviously the C++ and Linux will be contained within the profile page. It could be a skill, it could be mentioned on a post that the page can see, it could be anywhere, or they could be currently working with it. Now, London was the location, so we will put that in as well. Now the problem with putting London in like this is that it doesn't differentiate or doesn't search the actual location box. So if they've went to university in London, or if they've done a volunteering course in London and they have it on their LinkedIn profile, they could be living in Bristol or France or wherever it may be. So one of the things that I'm going to do is in front of this LinkedIn, I'm just going to put uk.linkedin.com. And what this will do is this uk.linkedin.com/in is basically a profile that was created within the UK, and then in combination with the London, not everybody is going to live in London, but what we're going to see far less false positives. So from here, we have a number of pages. So if we just scroll down, so I have 100 search results showing, which you can do in your settings. We have 2 or 3 pages of information. We can use a Google Chrome extension to basically begin to manage this data. 100 profiles is a lot to go through, especially if they're relevant in terms of not only kind of obviously trying to identify are they the right fit for the business, trying to maybe find emails, or whether it is, you know, moving through into LinkedIn Recruiter to then send them a message. So what we need to do is we need to find a way to manage this data so you can work through this data set at a pace which is acceptable for yourself. So we can use this Chrome extension here, which is Google Search Results Scraper. I will leave a link to this in the comments section below, but all we need to do is click on this. We can collect the search results, and as we can see here, this is collecting, and this will move through the pages automatically. So it's collected so far 100, we're on 200, and there were 292 results here. Once it's finished, it will open up into a tab like this, and we can see the information just here, and we can save results to an Excel file. So we'll just rename this into video test, and we're going to just save it. And then if we now open up downloads, and we do this video test here. So now we've opened up the spreadsheet, we can see the information that it contains. So we can see the person's name, we can see their job title and where they work. We also have their LinkedIn URLs, and we have some information over here as well as if it has been able to pick up any emails. So once we're at this stage, what we're able to do is we are able to click into here. We can open up the individual LinkedIn profile, and once on the LinkedIn profile, we can look through this and make a decision as to if this is the person or the type of person that we want to be speaking to. So we can see he's a software engineer, he's working with C programming or C++ here. If we do Control F, you can very quickly look for where it's identified this. So we can see he's got 2 mentions of Linux within this. We can also, AWS? Have a look to see if he's got this. So he's in there. So he's got 2 out of 3 of the skill sets. So this is probably the type of person that I would want to have a conversation with. At least he may not be right for the role, but he definitely warrants having a conversation. And then if we was then to jump back onto our spreadsheet, we could then mark this effectively. And as we go through, we can, whatever our kind of thoughts are, we can mark this. But that basically means once we've finished our sourcing session, we can come back to this tomorrow. We will have a whole load of colors on the page and we know exactly what we need to do. And from here, it's really just a case of, can we find this person's contact information? If I want to try and reach out to him, do I click through onto LinkedIn Recruiter and do an email? So this is just a way to effectively just manage or to collect the data from a site search looking into Google, and to collect it from Google into a manageable way to be able to continue and source effectively. Appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out. Please remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, happy hunting.